Hello, my name is Jeremy. I am currently 33 years old. I am 6'2", and I currently weigh in at 460 pounds. And I am not enthused. I am not happy. I am indifferent and angry. I've always remembered myself being fat. Like a 10, I'm a little fat 10-year-old in Northwest Indiana. And currently I'm not happy. My upbringing, it had its ups and downs. My dad was arrested when I was young, and he went away for 8 years. So while he was in prison, my mom divorced him. So it left my mom, my brother, and me to move out of our house into a shitty ass apartment. And with all the hearsay that happened with the family, caused bitterness and resentment, which spread to my brother and me. And one thing you can only do in Northwest Indiana is just eat and eat and eat. And fill that fucking void in your goddamn soul. There are good times. There's also bad times. Cue Led Zeppelin. And it didn't help also that I was never really active other than PE. And then when I got out of high school, it did not help either that, again, I would just overindulge and eat and eat. Never had a problem finding girlfriends. I always had a charismatic smile, and a little sarcasm and being funny helps a lot too, but ultimately they would leave either because of my mentality or of my ignorance in how to deal with the other sex. And then I became a trucker. Right when I turned 21, I was in Job Corps O.C. Clements Academy in Morganfield, Kentucky. And that started my career as a truck driver. And that also, after I got out of there, got me to eating. Now, mind you, when you're in Job Corps, there's no buses, there's no nothing. You live on center. You walk everywhere. And you don't want to eat out of the mess hall because one of the girls found a dead rat in her salad. What do you think? So, not much food and a lot of walking. So, I actually lost a bunch of weight. I was looking good. And then I started driving and eating and going right to sleep. 8 to 10 hour sleeps, and then back driving, and eat and eat. McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, Denny's. And then I park and go to sleep. 8 to 10 hours, just sleep, and then wake up and go right back to driving. And then I got bigger. My weight would always increase every year. And I did that for a while with Swift Transportation. And then I had a falling out. Did a little shitty cab company for a couple years. Was homeless for a while, but I still had a cab and I still had a job. But again, I just eat and eat. Sleep in my car and just eat. And then my brother took me in. And again, I just eat and eat. Then I got myself a steel hauling job. And I did pretty good with that. I was active. That was local work. And not only that, but I'd be ratcheting 50 to 60,000 pound coils onto a flatbed. Rain or shine. Or snow, because again, Northwest Indiana. But I loved it. I loved every minute of it. In fact, around that time, I actually tried to lose weight again. I lost 80 pounds. I was able to keep a note on it this time. And at my lowest weight that I could remember, I was like 310. I was feeling good. And then I dated a very toxic person. And if you guys want to hear that story, oh, it's a good story. But got me and guilted me to gain all my weight back. And dumped her. Especially because she was a typical crazy ass fucking manipulative bitch. So I'm back to being fat. At that time, then I moved in with my dad. And I would just eat and eat. And then I got to start talking to an old friend. My sister from another mister, Nikki. My older sister, very hot-headed, but very empathetic. And I love her to death. Moved out from my dad's place and we got our own place. And then around that time, she got in contact with a friend of hers, Kate, and her daughter, Sindel. Fast forward to 5 years, and Nikki has proposed to Kate. And in October of next year, they're going to have a wedding. And they want me to be a part of it. And with all that I have been with them, I feel like I have a family. I still talk to my family, but they don't really talk to me. My dad's always working, living his life. He might call me here and there. I have to call him. My mom just moved back from California and she's trying to mend up and be there for my brother and me. But with them, I feel like I have a family. My niece, Nell. Little smart-ass, bright 14-year-old. Goddamn, I love her. We always talk about video games like Undertale and Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that. We also talk about animes, you know, Assassination Class and One Piece. I'm not a weeboob. Don't start that bullshit. But They want me to be a part of the wedding. And I don't want to be a fat fuck in a tux. Honestly, backlight. My view on myself. Focus. Thank you. My view on myself is extremely low. I have low self-esteem and low self-image. Because every time I see myself, I get angry. I see wasted potential. And all I can do is eat. I am currently seeing a psychologist. Now, officially, by rabbit ears, I suffer from a few things, such as depression, anxiety, and because of my past, PTSD. Now, mind you, I don't want to call it that, but she has the PhD and I don't. So, there's your label. So, I might as well just get to the point of this fucking video. I have decided to start a new life, a new plan that needs to be done. So, starting October 1st, 2018, I will be starting an extreme meal plan and a lifestyle change. Currently with my company, I have done an immense amount of work to where I've earned respect and credibility to where I will become a local driver. And with that, I can start mid-mornings, which is around 10 to 12. I can do 10 to 12 hours, go home, sleep, wake up, and go to the gym. Now, the working out part will be, there'll be a little part to play in the weight and the fat loss. The rest will have to deal with a very extremely strict meal plan, which will be considering of the following: a daily intake of 12 to 14 calories, or 12 to 1400 calories, sodium at 25 to 3000 milligrams, net carbohydrates at 25 to 30 grams, and protein around the area of 80 to 90 grams per day. I'll also try to keep sugars, starting out, around 15 grams per day. And slowly cut it out more and more. And also because of the excessive change, I will also be doing a daily vitamin with also biotin, potassium, and zinc. And then there's the other protocols. No sugary soda, or no carbonated sodas, Monsters, Mountain Dew, and shit like that. I will allow myself, though, for sparkling water, such as Perrier and things like of that nature. Black coffee. Maybe I'll treat myself to some Earl Grey tea with a little honey. I will also be trying to keep more with natural sugars than granulated. But, again, this is going to all be trials and tribulations. God damn it, wrong choice. This will all be just me just testing things out. The next protocol is also I'll be doing one of these videos per week. Going through my mentality, my views, and progress. There's also another thing that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be very interesting. I used to have a nice afro mohawk and a nice goatee, and I've shaved it all off. I will not be shaving my face or cutting my hair for the next year. The main reason I'm doing all this is a daily reminder that I need to change. I need this to work. Because if I do not, and I continue down the path that I am currently going down, I'll be one of those fat fuck truck drivers that has a heart attack in the middle of his sleeping. And I will be found for days just rotting in a truck. And I don't want to die that way. So, if you guys came all the way to the end of the video, do what you do, you know. If you guys have any comments, any advice, any thing. Also, I know it's a shameless ploy, but I'm actually doing this because the more eyes I have on me, being a narcissist, means that I can't fuck up. I don't want to be viewed as a failure. I do not want to be viewed as someone that will say that they do something and not do it. Which also means I know that it's YouTube. So, negative comments are endorsed. Please, give me more fuel. That's one thing I always enjoy, is proving motherfuckers wrong. Anyway, other than that, I gotta go to sleep. And I've been doing like 9 of these damn things to do it perfectly and I was trying to do it in 10 minutes. But no, I'm a wordy bitch. Either way, thank you guys for watching. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Other than that, this is Jeremy. Remember, stay weird.